Hi there, we are Lou and John. We just wanted to check in particularly with the people that have showed an interest in the last few weeks about joining the mentoring group.
Yep.
We had a bit of a conversation about when, and I kind of wanted to go for the new year. But then you made a very valid point that some people might want support coming up to Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, Lou's point was that you've got enough on your plate coming up to Christmas, and I accept that. And I thought, well, yeah, but maybe one of the things that you want help with coming up to Christmas is the drinking soap. But I don't think she's right, and but they never do. But no, I don't think I'm right either. You know,
I always think you're right, darling. That's flawed and made him completely silent.
Got a treat. So, but I think there's people in both camps. So
so we've opened it up a few weeks earlier. So we just wanted to say a little bit about it. Kind of personally, if you don't know much about us, this is who you get. We're both trained therapists, but we're here because we've been involved. I lived with an alcoholic.
I was an alcoholic. I was given 6 months to live. I continued to drink and take drugs. So,
and then he became a professor of drinking drugs. So he became the posh professor, as well as the previous drunk.
I became the professor, but not posh.
So we turn up as us.
Yeah.
We do it deliberately. We don't script what we're doing. And we wanted to turn up for you in just a little bit more depth.
Yeah.
That's why we've set up this group.
There are some people who all they want is information, to be able to go away and process that information by themselves, and that's fine. There's no problem about that. Bottled Up has got loads of resources for you to do exactly that. Other people want a wee bit more support, maybe a wee bit more community to be able to discuss things among themselves and to share information, to share experience, you know, and that's what the mentorship group is about.
Yeah, and we'll give you, if you want, a little bit of opportunity to tell us a little bit about yourself and your circumstances. I have to say the level of how much you disclose is very carefully set in your court. Mm-hmm. You can turn up with just a handle and not say much about yourself at all, or you can, maybe as you get safer, tell us more about who you actually are and what's going on. Obviously, the more we understand who you are and your circumstances, the more we can individually tailor kind of what we say. And we definitely want it to be interrupted two-way, don't we?
Yes. We want this to be a community.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to just be sitting here doing videos and, you know, there'd be no sort of interaction between us. We definitely want that interaction. In Bottled Up, we kind of set the agenda. Here, we want you to be able to set at least part of that agenda by, you know, so that we can meet your needs rather than your supposed needs.
And if you want to, we also would love you to get to know each other.
Yes.
And we'll have a bit of that on the forum.
Yeah.
But actually, we kind of have a vision for almost like befriending each other.
Yes.
And, you know, having a group, not just that we run, but that you get to know each other. And maybe even if you're geographically in the same place, it might even lead to friendships on the ground. Because if you walk through this with other people, it is so much an easier journey.
And there's a long tradition of mutual help groups within addiction.
Yeah.
You know? And we're kind of planning on something along those lines, but with some expert input from ourselves.
And we will be kind of not making it up, that sounds awful, making it up as we go along, but we'll be listening to you, looking at time zones, trying to figure out the best way of doing it. This is why we're trying to get you to talk to us and get involved. Yeah. Kept the money as low as we possibly can. Yeah. There's overheads and stuff, isn't there?
There are overheads, and you know, and we have to cover them. But at the same time, we really didn't want to put a barrier of charging a lot of money. We wanted to get rid of that. There's enough barriers to get in here without that, and you know, so that's what we did.
And we'll try a few time zones, and it'd be lovely if you can turn up live, but we fully understand our community and know that might be a very big ask. Yeah. So it'll always be available. We've just done one today, and it'll be on live tomorrow. And if you join the group, you can have that. But so again, you are our best resource. We'll Absolutely. Be listening to you all the time, just figuring out how best we can help you, really.
We have a vision about what we want this to look like. But part of what we want it to look like is for you to help us to build it, you know, for you to help us to shape it. Because at the end of the day, we want something that's effective for you, not just something that we decided to impose upon you. So come and help us build it. You know, come and help us in this journey. I think it could be good.
Yeah.
You know.
And the other thing is that we understand that there's always a gap between I'd like it maybe to yes, I'm going to do this, but don't leave it too long, because to make a group sustainable, we have to have limited numbers. And so if you're just thinking you'll do it in a month's time, we don't want you to be disappointed and find out actually that we've had to close the book. So we're just saying if you really think it might be a good idea, don't leave it too long.
Yeah.
Certainly till after Christmas if you feel you need to, understand that. But there is a limit to how many we can do it with. So, you know, get yourself in there quick.
Yeah.
You know, because we would love to help you best way we can.
Yeah. So hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye.